I actually working on a couple other things, which is exciting. I hopefully get another show, get a couple more things in the works. I just finished filming a Pepsi commercial. I think that comes out like next week.
Nice.
Cool.
Which is going to be awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. Worked with some really cool people. Actually met this dude on there, and the first thing he said to me, without even saying his name, was, "Fucked your ex."
Wow, dude.
And I legit was just like so shocked.
You did a commercial with Jake Paul?
Oh, he's got his fight coming up. Did you see the press conference with Ben Askren? That's what I want to talk about.
I'm so excited for that fight.
Bro, he looks so insecure and scared.
Oh, yeah, he looks horrible.
Scared.
He looked horrible, man. That sucked.
I felt bad for him a little
Ben
bit.
Askren wearing those flip-flops was the most boss move of all time.
Oh, see, here's the thing. Like, I was watching like the sparring footage and stuff like that, and I was like, wow, like Ben doesn't. And here's the thing. I did that without looking up Ben. Like, obviously, I've seen his fights before, but I didn't really know who Ben Askren was. And then I watched the press conference, and I was like, shit, this dude's like really doesn't give a fuck. And like Jake's trying to like scream and be immature and like go da 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 and like call up like George Masvidal or whatever, and like trying to make his victory Jake was like trying to associate that W with him. I'm like, bro, the worst part is when you take someone else's win and like try and claim it as yours. Like, you didn't achieve that. Like, take a step back, you fucking sausage. But he was sitting there like in the press conference, like yelling at him like a fucking melon. Like this, and also the whack fit. Like, he looked so dumb.
He wasn't composed. It was weird.
Yeah, he was like trying to put on like this tough persona when everyone there was like just having like a normal conversation. Like, I get he's trying to sell tickets and like trying to like sell pay-per-view buys, but fuck, he could have done it any other way than that. Like, he looks so embarrassing. I felt so bad for him.
He was cringy.
There was one point he ran out of like things to say.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, yeah, you don't, fuck you.
It's just like, bro, what? And then, so I watched that and I saw Jake's little like love tap on his bum and I was like looking at Ben and he just smiled. I'm like, fuck, this is like so embarrassing. Ben rolled in with his wife and Jake rolled in with like fucking 30 heads and was like trying to do like a cheerleader dance and stuff like that. And he was like, this is the fight game. And I'm like, bro, you can't be saying that to a fucking, like, was he like Olympian? Like, this dude's like actually
champion.
a killer. Like, actually would kill people. But I was looking at his like other fights against like Robbie Lawler. You know who that is?
Yeah. He beat Robbie Lawler.
Did you watch that fight?
Yeah.
I was sitting there and I'm like, bro, you're going to tell me that Robbie Lawler is going to fucking absolutely ground and pound your asshole with 4-ounce gloves on and you're going to get up and still win?
Right.
And then Jake Paul's going to think that he's going to knock you out in 60 seconds? What?
No,
with like
no,
fucking,
no.
I don't know how many ounce gloves they got on,
I think
but
Jake Paul probably has better hands. For sure has better hands than Ben Askren.
Ben has fucking pillow hands, but it's good that he knows that.
Right.
He said his like game plan, like
he's gonna wrestle him.
he's gonna kick him in the head.
He's gonna clinch him, dirty shots. He's gonna pull the neck and drain his body, and then at the end he'll just point him out. Ben doesn't care.
Yeah.
He'll piss off everybody watching on TV. He'll just win by points.
Yeah,
like, he'll be a villain.
He was saying that he wants to like go to like it was like round 7 and then TKO him when he's like tired because he said he's like, oh, I actually don't have like strong hands and like strong punching power, but what I'm going to do is like just literally wear him down. And you have to think, like, I was watching that Robbie Lawler fight and I'm like, man, like there's no way that this guy's going to go to ground. Like, he's just got a fucking iron chin. Like, this guy's made of concrete.
Yeah. The only time he's been knocked out is a flying knee,
and which would have killed anyone. Which would have killed a fucking horse.
Yeah.
Like, legit, if that flying knee goes at a fucking horse or a rhino, that thing's going to ground.
Right.
Like, it's not getting back up.
Yeah.
The fact that he got that hit and is still alive to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Hats off to him, man.
Yeah.
Like, that is fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but if the fight will be interesting. I got a feeling that Ben will probably take it out. It'll probably be a slow, like, long fight, but I feel like, once Ben hurts his like ego and realizes that his punches aren't shit, then it's probably just gonna really like take away from him and really drag him out. So fingers crossed that happens, and it'd be an interesting fight to watch, and then we'll see what happens with ours, which will be very exciting.
Dude, you got good hands. I was curious. I was like, Harry's been training. I'm curious to see, because I know a lot of big guys are really slow, but you're big and fast, which is very rare.
That was my issue with my ex. She's like, this is too quick. It's over too quick. No, because I was bored at the gym, and I wasn't bored. I just finished training, and I had a bit of a sniffle all week, and I'm like, man, like I see all these comments, like people talking shit, and I also posted a video of me sparring like a black dildo on my reels.
That was hilarious.
Which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, like people are gonna think I'm a joke. I may as well just like hit the bag a couple times, and that was the end of the workout. Like I was exhausted, and I knew that there was like obviously like a couple technical things that I could have like shown better on the thing, but I'm like, fuck, I'm not really trying to impress anyone because I was fucking shagged. I was like exhausted from the workout that we did and the sparring that we did. But yeah, it was actually really good. I had like a lot of people like, holy shit, like I didn't realize that this is how you punch and stuff like that. And I think that that's been like my biggest issue is no one knows that I can fight and that I grew up fighting. And no one knows like anything about me because I don't post about it. Because my thing is like, even in the gym, like I'm always like, I don't want to post workout videos because I know I'm not a professional. I know I'm not the best at it. I may or may not be doing the things right. Like all my friends like, oh yeah, post like you doing a fucking bench press and stuff like that. It's the same as with boxing. Like I'll go and hit the bag, like I'll spar, I'll skip, I'll have a good time, but I just don't feel like posting it because I feel like I'm not a professional. I feel like that there's gonna be like a legitimate boxer that'll look at it and be like, yo, like you look fucking stupid. So I always like have that like little fear in my head. But I was very impressed that like people were just like, oh shit, like I didn't know you were packing this type of speed and power.
Dope.
Yeah, like that's why I think that the fight between me and Jake will be great. But I did sign a tentative agreement for later on in the year, which is going to be crazy once that information drops.
Fuck yeah.